All right, welcome back to BAMvfx Arts. I am your host, Joshua, and this is BAMvfx Art. This is one of my favorites. One of my favorites so far this year of the year of the Rona 2020. I think I started on this before the in the pre-times, in the before times. I started this in the before times. It took me weeks to paint, but I only spent probably 5 hours on it, something like that. Just life kind of got crazy and I didn't have much time for painting, and I finally got it done. But now I am out of new content, so it's got to get back to painting this week, because it's just going to be sharing a lot of old stuff if I don't. And definitely want to show new stuff, so I got to produce art. What I really like about this is, as I was painting it and the painting revealed itself, because these paintings, they become whatever they want to become. That's just how it is. And there's actually two works here right now. What you're looking at is the final touches on what I call Stairway. Pretty much the last 4 paintings came out of the details on this, and they all just kind of build on each other. It's fun. It's really fun. It's very therapeutic for me, and sometimes I feel as if some of these paintings might allude to future events. It's kind of creepy. Some of my older ones were kind of like what we live in now, at least. It's creepy. But that's besides the point. And you can see here I'm showing the different paintings before the Hunter, is what I called this one, came out. Yeah, I forgot that I did that. That was very smart of me, showing where each painting was, organizing them. That way you guys have an idea, because the Digital Sketchbook is a hard concept to articulate. It's kind of one of the better show, don't tell. All 4 of these, well, Knoll Island, that was kind of a bust one. But here we go. Now we see him coming to life, and this really reminded me of vampires and Dracula, Todd McFarland Spawn. Most of all, what it really reminded me is 1985 Japanimation called Vampire Hunter D. Probably one of my... I don't watch too much anime. In fact, hardly any anime. But I was in high school when I saw Vampire Hunter D, and I was just kind of blown away by the art style. It's pretty entertaining to watch. It is a little dated as to its portrayal of people, but you gotta take it with a grain of salt. Give it a little bit of grace. Give it a little bit of forgiveness. Really, the exaggerated art is what sells it for me, and the iconic shot of the castle with the planets in the background. It's just... Japanese animation was weird in the 80s and 90s. I think it was a lot... I think it was a lot better back then. Just personal preference. Maybe it's old man syndrome. It was like, these kids today don't understand how to make good anime. Gray old Mary ain't what she used to be. Yeah, and, my capes, I do a lot of whimsical cape movements, and I definitely see a lot of McFarland, creator Spawn influence in those capes. There was a lot of debate on the color. I wanted to do a bright red, but it didn't feel right. I did in some areas, but I wanted to do the whole cloak, just this real vibrant, crazy red. and you can see it's just too much. It's too harsh. So it's like, okay, well, we'll do red accents. And you know, there's a epic battle going back and forth in the details on the cape, how I want the folds to be laid out. Wanted to make it look natural. Sometimes it started to look plasticky, and I had to cut it back a little bit. I don't want to deal with adding a texture on top of it, anything like that, because you know, then you got eraser issues and cropping issues that take some time. Sometimes textures are good, but textures on fabrics like a rock, I'll drop a picture of a rock on top of a rock to get the things that make it look like a rock. Hey, if I make you giggle anytime in this video, go ahead and clickety clack that like button. Yeah. I wanted to really kind of beef it up. It's like, it's just not quite exaggerated enough. You know, it's like I need more cape. I need more cowbell here. Not mean, Vern. Now the pink background was a pretty simple, quick debate in my brain. Occasionally it's like, oh, add some details back there, add some things going on, but I kind of dug, you know, the kind of hazy blurriness to it, like the atmosphere is real humid or something. Hey, look at that, I was taking a stream break. Okay, that wasn't too long. I thought it was gonna be sitting there for a minute and I have to do some editing, but I don't. I think that was tolerable. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Ah, tea. The drink of a champion. But yeah, I just here lately, I don't know what it is. I think a recent blog I was talking about Dracula. Oh yeah, blogging ain't easy, but it sure is fun. And then this came up. I think I'm going into a vampire kick. Don't know why. It just ebbs and flows. I think vampires are gonna be the thing again, and more you know, scary, dark, menacing vampires, and less of the sparkly type. That's just a hunch that I have. Usually I start thinking about something like in the early aughts. I got really into zombies, and you know, it was all about, you know, having a zombie plan, and would draw a lot of zombies, and just talk a lot about zombies, and then Walking Dead came out, and you know, 3 seasons into that, I was like, oh, okay, this is enough. I'm so tired of zombies, and you know, I'm always in a sci-fi kick. You know, that's never changed. That's something that hasn't gone away from me at all. And you know, now it's starting to pick back up into you know, classic horror. Frankenstein's always kind of stuck with me ever since I was a kid. And then in 2017, I wanted to do a Frankenstein documentary because it was 200 years old. And, you know, I was a little disappointed, like Universal or, you know, nobody really made a big deal out of Frankenstein being 200. And, you know, that book is the epicenter of all things horror, sci-fi, and also romance novel. First romance novel. This interesting little tidbit. I get the feeling I'm going to be talking a lot more about that in the future. But this one, guess what, guys? Guess what? As of this moment, I am doing a limited edition run. Only 20 of these bad boys coming out of poster prints. So there is a link in the description if you want to own your own the Hunter. Definitely check it out and check out the webzone. Outside of that, I appreciate you being the best you that you can be. You have a great rest of your day. Stay frosty. Click bells. Hit subscribe. Check out the webzone. And have a great rest of your day. We're going to close this out with a little bit of footage of that castle from Vampire Hunter D. Alrighty. Later.